All right, it's testimonial time. I owe you a pretty large testimonial. I decided that I'm going to save it for next week. It's Easter weekend. I want to save it for when I have your full attention. We're also working on setting up a podcast date and getting the second withdrawal documents, showing the withdrawal, showing the deposit. And he's living his life. My student is living his life, right? So that testimonial, I got to wait a little bit. But in the meantime, between time, I'm going to give you something. For the last 10 years, I've been teaching people. And like we talked about last time, I like following up with my students. I like giving you different looks at different people from different walks of life, from different places with different faces, doing well in an industry that's not easy. Everyone says it's easy and there's some cookie cutter system that you could apply and you're going to make all this money. I would say not true. What do I know? I've only been teaching people for 10 years. I only have tons of testimonials on my page. Maybe I don't know anything. Maybe I'm the only one taking the long road, the hard road. Maybe I'm the only one teaching that way. Maybe there is a way to hack the market that anyone can learn in a couple of days with a couple of things. Maybe. But I'm going to focus on what I definitely know. That we know how to educate at the Zapz way. We know what we are doing. That we're going to lead with honesty. I'm not going to tell people it's easy. I'm not going to tell people they're going to learn overnight. I'm not going to treat this like a money flipping, get the bag, bro type of thing. All it's going to be is, this is trading. Do you want to learn? Yes, let's learn. Day after day of trading education, doing these strategizing webinars, giving daily updates on the watch list. What is it that I'm looking for? Why I'm looking for it? All that good stuff. This book right here. Very easy read, but will put you on the right path to stopping the gambling mentality that people have with trading. This book right here will show you a better way. Right here. Struggle with maybe being present in the moment and understanding your life. Right there. I recommend that book right there. People ask, why is it that I teach? And instead of giving you this long-winded explanation, I'm just going to show you why. Remember, I taught myself, so no one really helped me in this industry. Spent a lot of money, spent a lot of stress, ruined relationships due to not doing anything else other than trading during that time period. And messages like this from Ash, he's from the UK. This is not a person who lacks funds, but life is life. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the big screen real quick and we'll look at some of these testimonials. I don't feel like looking at my phone. As you can see here, we're going to read it together. The power of the Zapz way. I had an unexpected bill this week of, let's call it 2,000. I've covered it with a withdrawal from my personal account, which I doubled in 2 weeks, allowing me to do so. This skill really is a blessing, but one that has been taking a lot of dedication and self-discipline, which at times felt impossible. This isn't to brag, but to show you what's possible. We'll tell you that the entries you've seen today are a world apart from what I posted when I joined. Thanks, Gustavo, forever thankful. Again, all right, so this is this week. He withdrew again. By the way, this is a different This is a different conversation that I have with my students in the community. People are too funded happy, right? Trading your personal accounts make a lot of sense for a lot of people. Maybe that's a video for a different day. If you want to see that video, whether you should be trading your personal accounts or you should be trading a funded account, comment below and let me know fitted from not trading on funded accounts. I don't want to get into it, but it didn't make sense for him for what he was trying to do. So you have to ask yourself, am I wasting time on funded accounts because I'm dreaming here? I'm dreaming that it's going to be possible that somehow I'm going to make all this money because the numbers are so big. But are they? Are those rules worth it? Maybe I should make that video. Comment below. Comment below if you want to see that video. Should you trade personal or funded accounts? Which is the best for you? Or maybe it's both. So shout out to Ash. Shout out to Ash. He's dealing with something serious in his life, and making more money never hurt anybody. And this is not a person who's broke or doesn't have a job, right? I think that's the other thing. People believe that you can't have an actual career, a family, things going on with your life if you're trading. That's a crock of shit. I know you know that the next big testimonial with the podcast and everything else has a person breaking into the ftmo rankings, top 5 in the company. I don't want to tell you exactly which level. I want it to be a surprise, but I think you know. Well, he's not the only one. This student here, we call him Wolf. His name is Muhammad. And he broke top 10. Funding company is called Titan Capital. This is his certificate. He just made $6,000 in the market through Titan Capital. But more than the money, I want you to see what he said, right? This is why it makes sense for me to educate. I'm good at trading. I'm also good at education. I don't really need anybody to build this business. I can obviously talk about it myself. So why not? I've been doing it for 10 years. I'm going to keep doing it. The only thing that's going to happen is my price is going to go higher and higher. So if you want to join our community at current price, let me know. If you want one-on-one coaching at current price, let me know. I raise the price up every single quarter. That is what I do. Just the $6,000 in the market. He broke top 10 in this funding company. But I want to show you again, we're talking about the reality of trading. This person started in 2020, right? Whatever he did before that, I wasn't part of. But since 2020, this isn't the first time we talked about his success. He's been able to be so profitable with trading. Obviously, $6,000 isn't the only thing he's made, that he's now going full time, as you can see here, right? We're having conversations. I keep my relationships with my students. How many people do you know actually do that? Do you know why that is? It's no different than when you go to a university or you go to high school and somebody actually helps you. You keep in touch because that person actually took the time to guide you instead of just taking money from your pocket, putting it in their pocket, and then showing you how awesome their life is. We have Ash, who's doing well, is becoming profitable, is living his life, has a career, has a family, has real things going on, and is still able to fit into trading because of the work that he's put in the past. And then we got Wolf, who is part of the community, has been part of the community, is now going to be a full-time trader, and you could find him here, some of his trading content on his page on IG. Let's close it out with this. Part of the Zapz team, you got Junior himself just withdrew $1,000 from E8 funding. This is a person who's part of the Zapz team. He deals with the media and some of the other things that I have to do in the background. And we've been working on his trading, making him more consistent, finding withdrawals. And that's because he also has things going on, like, I don't know, having a fucking baby. So there's a lot of things happening in people's lives. Are you ever going to find a perfect moment to learn how to trade? Absolutely not. Is there ever going to be a perfect time for you to start? Absolutely not. Especially if you're new. The beginning is just you learning what the hell this is. Definitions, words. We're not even close to even speaking the same language. So that's why we do things the way we do it, in a community format, really affordable, so that people can take their time in learning and going through the process, see what you're doing wrong, see what you're doing well, see what you do completely shit, and fall off the wagon. Some of us might become the next Brock Lesnar. Who knows? You not trading is not going to make you a better trader. These videos of testimonials is, one, to prove concept of the quality of the education. Two, to give you people that you can actually reach out to and talk to them if you want to. But last but not least, so that you understand that jumping into this industry is the easy part. Saying, I want to learn how to do this, that's nothing. How long it's going to take for you to get there. And knowing that there might be a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow, that's the point. That's it. Shout out to Junior. Shout out to Ash. Shout out to Wolf. So soon we will be doing our 5-figure, maybe even 6-figure testimonial for this student. Right now, like I said, he's living life. It is what it is. We're going to let him do that. But as soon as he gets back, we're going to drop that first piece of testimonial. We're going to talk. We're going to set a date for the podcast. We're going to break down who he is and how this happened. As always, happy trading. If you liked what you saw in this video, like, subscribe, comment, what you want to do. Find me on IG if you want to talk to me. I talk to everybody before they join the group. No one is allowed to join my community without my say-so. It's a filter system. I don't deal with headaches. I don't allow people who don't know what this is to just buy something. That's not something that I do. As always, happy trading.